Welcome to Blacksburg and Virginia Tech, the home of the Hokies. And don't forget, my son, it's time for Enter Sandman. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the LSU Tigers and the Virginia Tech Hokies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, checking in with Virginia Tech's head coach pregame. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Back to throw, it's Levitt. Escapes the pressure to his right. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. On the ground, it's Overton. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
Driven back.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
3rd and 6 yards to go.
Sweet.
From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Overton. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, that's a nice job on 3rd down there. They come into this game as the underdog, obviously, but you got to love the way they've started this one, David. Defense gets a takeaway on the opening possession. Now your first 3rd down offensively, you're able to move the sticks. Really seems like this team is focused and dialed in.
And something good happening early in this football game gives you the momentum. As the underdog, you want to see those good plays early, right? To believe. Everybody on the sideline now knows they got some juice, things going the right way. Let's see if they can keep this momentum going on offense.
He's dropped.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those.
He's going for the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. Well, you really can't afford to get that type of call down here when you're trying to punch in a score. Sells the run, looking to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Left side, it's Reynolds. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Barrels ahead. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
The defense trying to make a stand on third and goal. They'll try to power it in. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on third and goal, and it did not pay off.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Big guy smells it. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on fourth down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Palmer. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get those goal-to-goal situations, the defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of the field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation. Let's roll the dice. Let's capitalize on this and trust those big fellas to get it done.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Looking downfield, it's Levin. Out wide left, it's Harris. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. The give to Caden Durham. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Using his legs, it's Overton. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. The fake wants to throw. Buying time to his right. Trying to make magic with his feet. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pulls it in. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Turning it on! At the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Hokies! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
Coming out with it, it's Wilson. Almost a little bit more on that return. He's chased out of bounds at the 30 in good starting position for this offense. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Levin. Under pressure. Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Fires to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th down.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Part of the Hokies' DNA to rely on that ground game, sort of like a Kevin Jones type guy.
No doubt, and I think it's always what's made these offenses go. Like the running game, the versatility of the running game, but you got to have that bell cow that you can hand it off to establish it.
They wrestle him down after a pickup of 11 yards on the play, and we've reached a 2-minute timeout. The Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. Tells the run, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
And the Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, going to throw it. Still looking to his right. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further. Deep in the end zone, it's Wilson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to pass, it's Henderson. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Out wide right, it's Durham. Final timeout called by the Tigers. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Second down to the air. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Fires left. Got him downfield. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
The official says no good. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's take a look at the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the Washington State Cougars.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
And it's the Huskers in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. He'll take a deep shot here. Catch inside the 25. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
And I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
Quarterback keeps it. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know.
Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And the beatdown has ensued. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. To start this drive. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to send it downfield, he's got it on a diving catch along the left side.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
And man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. To the air, it's Henderson. Flip it out, goes to the end zone, and the ball's out. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting takeaways, and with their backs against the wall, they're able to force the fumble and fall on it in the end zone for a touchback.
They'll run it. Got an alley. He's past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
They put the brakes on him.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. There he goes. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Rushes on. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Motion from the wide receiver. Needs it here on 4th down. Throws to the tight end. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time,
he's going for a big play downfield. He caught it. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And these plays take time to develop. Nice job by the offensive line, buying some time. And how about the quarterback with a great decision? Seeing his receiver start on the left side, come all the way across the formation, get him the football. He does the rest, gets in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right. They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Sells to run, looking to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. Back to throw, it's Henderson. That one just came off his hand badly.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Left side is Wilson. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. These fans touching the figurative hokey stone, doing their part to help out on 3rd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. Got to make the play on 4th. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they...
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Turning it on. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense putting points on the board.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football, looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Wants to throw. It's Henderson. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and they're down 8 here in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Heath. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The give as they work on that clock. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Hard running there. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Now on the move. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Makes the grab and room to run. How about knocking him down to stop him short of picking up that first down?
And, man, when I was in school, man, you didn't really work on 4th down. Like, 3rd down was a big priority. Nowadays, so many people going for it. This is the second time they've gone for it already. First time they were successful, but defense prepared, ready to rock and roll. They make the play, and they get the turnover.
He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. LSU right back to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Pass to 6. At midfield, he's got room. He's loose down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
Got to give this team credit, guys, because good teams find ways to win games. I know they were their favorite coming into this one, but they get the touchdown when they need it. You got to convert the 2-point play to tie this thing up. There's still time left at the end of this game, but you feel like the momentum is now back on their side.
Back to throw, it's Henderson. He makes the grab for the 2-point conversion, and in the final moments, we are tied. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. He'll bring it out. It's Heath. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. It's a draw. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
A nice luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Behind your crease, it's Overton. Still running at the 40. Could be an alley. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
And, man, with that run, I think it kind of handcuffs you. I think you want to save that last time out when you need it for your field goal unit or whatever that looks like. Running the football there, man, keeping that clock ticking. I don't necessarily love that call.
Sells to fake. Unleashes one deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And that is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And you just have to wonder about the headspace this kid is in right now. That's now his second missed kick. If he had made that one, they would have had the lead. He needs to go clear the cobwebs on the sideline and get his confidence back.
They'll start on the ground with Durham. Breaks into the open. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Out wide left, it's Watkins. Able to work his way for 5 yards. He needs a lot more than that, but they did get the clock stopped. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to Caden Durham. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking for a man. It's Henderson. Right side, it's Durham. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. A mere 3 seconds remaining in this one as they'll use a timeout. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And this will be for the win.